All right, I'm going to pull back the curtains and show you exactly how much YouTube paid me for 1 million views. Now, and I'm going to show you in two different instances. One is 1 million views in a single video, and the other one is 1 million views over the course of a whole channel that I started last year. So here, let's jump into it. First, I'm going to show you the channel, or actually, let me do this. First, I'll show you the single video, okay? So this is 1 million views. Now this, actually, to be fair, this channel or this video has gotten more than 1 million views. This is just the last 1 million views, all right? I cut it off. The video is older than that, but in the last course, up to 1 million views, YouTube paid me $6,570. Now, to be fair, as far as the lifetime on this video, if we go to that, which is 2.9 million, at that point it was nearly $19,000. But as you see there, it was 6 for 1, 3 would be 18. So it's in that kind of realm. It was a little bit higher. RPM was a little bit higher. RPM is what they call it's the revenue per mile or per million, depending on which acronym you're talking about. But basically, for X amount of views, you get X amount of dollars. And that's what that comes down to. And that's going to vary depending on the kind of category you're in. If you're doing vlogs and just the kind of content that is available or open to everyone, like I'm just telling you my opinion or how my day went or something that there's just anyone can watch, you're going to get a very low RPM. If you have ultra uber specific information about a high revenue generating categories, say finances, crypto, all that kind of stuff that basically making money, it's going to be super high. You're looking at averaging around $30. So a $2 RPM versus a $30 RPM. And then you have stuff that's in the middle. My RPMs on my channel vary between, on the low end, and they vary per video. It's not the whole channel. It's not, but they vary depending on the season. If it's the off season and it's an off topic, it can go as low as $7, maybe even $5 per RPM. During the high season, very specific target, I'm in the low 20s. I average probably somewhere in the low to mid teens. And that's because I'm talking about products. I can pick up any product. Here's a camera per se. I'm reviewing this camera. If I review this camera, that means it's very easy for for advertisers to go, the person looking at this video is looking to buy electronics, specifically cameras, so I can auction that time off. That's what the algorithm does, is it auctions the time off to somebody who specifically wants to target that. So the more specific they can be and the more money people are spending, then the more they can sell that time for. So vlogs, which are just people generally talking, they're not going to get as much out of it as somebody who's pushing a specific product, much less pushing, you can get rich quick. All right. So now, as far as my other channel, which is my my 3D print ranch channel. So we talk about 3D printing. We talk about how to set up a print ranch. That is a bunch of 3D printers that you're using to make money with. Typically referred to as a print farm, but we're in Montana. We ranch. We don't farm. Anyway, so from when I started the channel, which was last October, and you see I had like no revenue, and then suddenly we get revenue. What we're looking at here is not quite a million, 988,000 views has gotten us $6,600. So we are really in that same kind of realm as we were with this video here. We're looking at 1 million there. We're like 65. So actually slightly, we have slightly less views, slightly more money. So a little better RPM on this channel than on my main channel. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you. Don't fixate on like, I have to get 1 million views to make real money, because I don't normally get 1 million views. I only have one video on my main channel that has over 1 million views. I have one that's really close. So I have two in that kind of realm. But my average video is 30 to 50,000 views. It's that kind of incremental where it keeps going. And then you have this big library behind you of videos that people keep watching. 50 or 100 or so people watch a month, and that's what we call evergreen content. People go back and view it, and they keep moving forward on it. Thing is, though, focus on this. My 3D print ranching channel that I started in in October. That's October, November, December, January, February. Not even really into March. 5 months has made $6,500. As a part-time gig, that's pretty decent money. All right? That's not too bad. Now, and on top of that, I don't really try hard on that channel. That is just my channel where I throw some fun stuff. I got my main channel. That's my daytime kind of thing. My 3D print channel is when I have something to talk about. Maybe one video a week, sometimes two. My main channel, I'm doing consistently 3 videos a week. And I have them all set up. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have no idea. In fact, I probably should get a video out for the 3D print channel this week. Who knows what it's going to be on. All right. I am doing a product review, but I haven't finished that. So I'll probably do something else, do the product review for next week. The point of it is this. You can start a channel now. And you can make money now. And I know a lot of people are going to go the whatabouts. There's always the whatabouts who are trying to talk about why they should be poor. I can't do it because what about this? You could do that, but I can't do it because what about this? Don't listen to these people. And if that voice is in your head, get it out. All right? I'm not the smartest man in the room. I may be the most stubborn man. If you ask my wife, I'm sure she'll agree with you. Point is this. Anybody can do this. The years of YouTube being the thing of almost like channel nepotism is over. YouTube doesn't care that I've got one big channel. They're not going to boost my second channel just for funsies. They in fact, even on your main channel, you have to earn every view these days. It's no longer a case of, well, you've got a big channel, so you get free views. No, I got videos that will get just minuscule views. And what's happened is I've learned the secrets for how to get videos out there, how to talk about stuff, how long to make a video, how short to make a video, what kind of title to use, what kind of thumbnail to use, and I use the tools they give me. I use A/B testing. All right. I do research every not every week, but every month I go through and see what are the trends, what are the ways things are swinging. When I first started YouTube, thumbnails were just text, big bright words, but coolest tool ever with big rays and colors and all sorts of just complete garbage. And that's what people would click on. And then it got to something else. And then, now we're in the era of, you hold up the tool. I'm looking for a tool. Here we go. I always have tools lying around, but it's, we're in the era of, best tool ever. You hold the tool up and maybe at an angle kind of thing, get the thing to focus on it. And, you've seen that thumbnail, right? But the good news is we're even hopefully moving past that where we can just be like, showing the tool. We don't have to do the stupid faces and stuff anymore. And getting into very simple, basic kind of thumbnails. You've seen a lot of them on this channel, just plain white background, a lot of negative space. You got to follow the trends. You got to use something that I call ethical clickbait. Clickbait is when you put a sexy girl up and then somebody clicks on it to see the girl talking about the tool, and there's no girl, it's just you talking about the tool. They're not happy about that. They got baited. Ethical clickbait is stuff like you hold up this tool and you go, why everyone's talking about this tool? They're like, okay, I want to know why. But here's the deal. Here's the ethical part. You have to deliver on that. Okay? But that said, if you do put some effort, it's a skill. Making videos and publishing is a skill. Your first year is going to be garbage. Mine was, go back on my main channel, look at my first year of videos. They're terrible. Second year, terrible. 7th year, probably not so great. Anyway, point is this, you will get better, but you have to start now. If you don't start now, you won't be able to look back in a few years and go, look at all this money I've got in my bank, and it's because I started back then and I was terrible and I didn't care and I got better. If you don't start now, you won't be there. If you don't start now, you can't look back and see your success because you'll never get there. And don't start and just kind of dip your feet in it. Make a commitment. Make a 90-day commitment. I'm going to publish 3 videos a week for 90 days. And yes, you do need to start doing 3 videos a week as a smaller channel because you need to learn. You need to put videos out there. You need to fail because you learn from failure. Success just teaches you one path to success. Failure teaches you that's a road you don't go down. All right? You learn from that and you make each video better than the next. And your A/B testing doesn't stop with just thumbnails and titles. It starts with videos, the type of videos you do. Should I do product reviews? Should I do lists? Should I do comparisons? Should I just sit there and rant at the gods? You know, you got to figure out what works for you and what people are wanting to watch that you do. And you need to listen to what your viewers are telling you and maybe adjust your content to go towards that. I started doing Harbor Freight stuff because my viewers said, hey, tell us about what's going on at Harbor Freight. I'm like, because I mentioned I shop there, but I hadn't been doing videos on it. They're like, well, tell us about it. So I did. And now my main channel has become the premier channel on all of YouTube talking about Harbor Freight. When people want to know about Harbor Freight, they come to me. But I didn't start there. And you can't get there unless you start now. You can't make this extra money unless you start now. You can't turn that into a full-time income unless you start now. 10 years ago, I started as a hobby. I now make more money than I did as a C-level executive in Silicon Valley. You can be doing that too. All right? Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. It's all about the effort and commitment you put into it. But the path is there because there are no gatekeepers anymore. People are like, well, the algorithm is people. All right? It's what people watch. That's what teaches the algorithm, and that's what the algorithm looks for. It's not some abstract thing. It's looking at whether people want to watch your videos. So hit record, make a video, publish it, and then do another one, and then do another one. 90 days. Give yourself a 90-day challenge. Let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, if this helped, gave you some insight as to what's going on, how money gets made on YouTube, how you can be successful on YouTube, think about, chomping the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.